what happens when we take techniques from computer graphics and mix them with how can we adapt simulations that biologists are using.
That was made out of hinged components that could print flat, and then we take something large and three-dimensional and fold and flatten it using simulation to make it small enough to print in one piece.
The idea of this hinges on when we take it out of the machine, it can unfold into a dress.
This entire project is being able to make complex, large-scale things with no assembly required. If it works, it works. And
the thing that we're really interested in is this idea of textiles, which in a way are sort of like chainmail. They have a hardness to them. They're made of a hard material, but they're printed. That's how you would make a traditional garment or sculpture. And how form and pattern emerge in nature. And at Nervous System, those are the sort of experiments that we've been doing.
It feels like a bracing morning air, I would say, but fun. It takes, I suppose, like that sort of tight body. You feel very secure in it, basically, and it's quite a comfortable feeling, rather than, I suppose, having a bodice where you'd be dying in a corset.
And it will make your clothing super hydrophobic. Water and heavy oils will just shoot off of it. Chocolates, ketchup, mustard, all of that sort of thing. Hydrophobic means that a surface is water resistant. Super hydrophobic means that the water will shoot off of a surface, won't even sit there.
I really like the result. It looks a little bit like lace. And it moves beautifully.
You're able to create a structural weave that can create a shape, or you can create a flexible weave that can move in certain ways that was impossible before.
This dress is a 3D printing dress. It's made of nylon 9. It definitely doesn't bend like a fabric does.
If you look at our tube circuit dress, that is embedded with micro LEDs,
you could choose the imagery that's going to appear on your garment. We have a dress from 2013, which is this really beautiful cape and skirt, which is certainly wearable, but it's a slightly more conceptual piece. We also have a piece by Nervous System, which is a Centerville-based company, which is a 3D printed dress that you can wear, and you can also customize it. You can change the hemline, you can change the neckline, you can change where the petals fall, as well as it's based on a 3D scan of your body, so it's going to perfectly fit.
Clothing using bacteria. Essentially, the recipe is using a green tea solution with a sugar solution inside that. And then you introduce a mother culture, which contains a mat, which is a symbiotic mix of yeast and bacteria. And that culture feeds on the sugar nutrient in the liquid. And the byproduct of that process is that the bacteria spin a thread of cellulose, bacterial cellulose. And all the threads stick together. They create a sort of non-woven mat. And that's what we're harvesting to use as the textile. We were trying to think of a way of constructing a wooden body, if you like, that we could then begin to create dried finish shapes onto. These flat sheets will become the sleeves, and then they'll get sewn in to this sort of shaped bodice. Even after all the time that we've been growing it, and understanding the optimum temperature, the right quantities and the ratio of nutrient to tea to culture liquid, we still end up with a varying quality of material.
It just senses from what's on the pants and then takes it all the way to the core.
Okay.
The core basically captures the information, digitizes it, and sends it to your phone.
All right, here we go.
All right.
All right. Okay. All right. Oh, these are heavy. These are.
What
I said 5-pounders.
Yeah, you know. All right.
Wide stance.
So let's do these squats. All right. So what everybody else is seeing is Joanna's muscle effort visualized on a color scale. On the screen, you see the yellows and the blues. That's basically mapping her muscle's maximum potential to a normalized scale from 0 to 100. So the blues are not enough weight, and then the yellows are a little bit of work, orange, red being the most work. That's where you're building muscle.
So I'm going to take my guitar and plug it in the in jack. And I'm going to take the amp and plug that in the out jack on the other side. So now it looks like this.